Okay. Now, look, he just looks enthusiastic, animated. I will grant you that the secondary angle doesn't do him any favors.
Thank you.
All right, one time. Okay, we get it. You know, people make. Okay. The salute yesterday from Elon Musk. And everyone's talking about this. And let me ask you, because the left has overreached, obviously, right? Remember, this was white supremacy. And if you said that, MS-13 were not their best and brightest, you were considered a racist. So would you throw this into that category? Or would you also suggest that maybe doing the straight Sig Heil or goose step, like not the best of ideas?
Yeah, definitely a bad idea.
I'm not questioning intent here, to be clear. I'm not ceding any territory. I just think it's one that, you don't need to push to do. Look, it doesn't. Not everything old is new again.
It's kind of off limits for politicians.
It kind of is, but people have done it. So that brings us to Elon Musk, who's done a lot of good, and we all know he might be autistic, right? That's not a surprise to anybody. A lot of geniuses are. So he was at the Capital One Arena, and everyone, of course, not everyone, I should say. A few people were enraged by his animated style.
This was a fork in the road of human civilization. Okay. This. There are elections that come and go. Some elections are, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Okay.
My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
Now, look, he just looks enthusiastic, animated. I will grant you that the secondary angle doesn't do him any favors.
Thank you.
All right, one time. Okay, we get it. People make.
Okay, this is
My
again.
heart goes out to you.
Now, again, I do not. Of course, Elon Musk is not a Nazi. Of course, he wasn't doing a Sig Heil. Even if you don't think he's, one of the geniuses of our time, you'd have to believe he's smart enough to, if he thought he was doing a Hail Hitler, maybe go another direction. Really, are we actually going down this? And it is a little weird. Granted, he got animated. He could have been more disciplined in his hand movements, especially since he got training ahead of time.
What was that?
It was nothing.
Next time, snap it out. Thumb to palm, index finger through little digit, smartly aligned. Sharp to the hairline. Down. Too many men, far better than you, have executed that courtesy. And if you're smart, you won't try it again.
So, you can't blame the mentor. Seems like he had some pretty good.
Yeah, he seemed
pretty
blind
good training.
also.
I also thought it was weird that Elon in his speech said, "I like big asses." I like big asses. I like a big butt. All right, this brings us to. This brings us to an claim truth. All right, so the claim from the left, and I don't think anyone here believe that Elon Musk is a Nazi?
No.
No, all right, just to get that out of the way. Comment below. Do you think he's a Nazi?
He didn't even do the feet right. He didn't snap toe.
No, he didn't.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he visited Israel, which kind of,
he's
in
a
support.
hero,
That's
then.
not ideal for a Nazi if you're trying to be a good one. So the claim that the left has made is that Elon Musk is absolutely a huge, no doubt Nazi.
A hand gesture by billionaire Elon Musk during a speech at Donald Trump's inauguration is causing controversy, with some comparing it to a fascist salute.
Trump advisor Elon Musk raised eyebrows for a gesture some are comparing to a Nazi salute.
All right, so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. It's worth
Salute.
It was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they
Incorrect.
can take a look at that, but it certainly was. It's not something that you typically see at American political rallies. Put it that way.
No, it was not something that you usually would see.
Except the truth is, you actually do see it in American
wants to take us
political
back
rallies.
before Roe v. Wade was enacted? Because we're not going back.
Here's
we're
the hand.
not going back.
Aye. Also, a lot of other Democrats, including Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, AOC, George W. Bush. Look, the point is, these things can be interpreted however you want. But to say this is the first time, come on, guys. These are games that we're playing. Here's another truth. Elon may be, like we say, he may be on the spectrum, to use the white girl Pinterest pop psychology talk, along with narcissist and red flags. But he's not a Nazi. He does have a history. Again, this is consistent with a man who, his body motions are bizarre. The thing that's most bizarre to me is I don't think he's aware of this. When he jumps, it almost looks like a video of someone jumping in reverse, like he's jumping down. He's just an awkward person. Here, watch.
Is the only reason we can now send American astronauts.
Like jumping off a loading dock.
Take over, Elon. Just take over.
The future is gonna be amazing!
Noodle up.
Wow. No, it gets more awkward. He's just a weird dude.
This is like...
You know, it's funny. I just realized what that first jump was, why it looks so weird.
Why?
Okay, here, if you play it again, well, hold on one second. What it is a man who can be this brilliant, right? And people argue whether he's engineered these things or not, certainly understands how to bring in the best engineers and certainly have a product overall engineered to tolerances that most people can't even, that's how you get to space. But he can't, or he seems to fail to grasp the idea that when jumping, your arms should swing upward to create momentum. He's jumping like this.
I want to see this.
He's jumping up while doing this. While bringing, watch.
Into space.
It's like Mario stomping a Koopa.
It's like people who run with their arms sway with the leg that's forward.
Yes. Yeah.
Why do you walk like that?
Yeah. I mean, in his case, he's white. I mean, he's South African white.
I'd love to see him do jumping jacks. That's all I know. You'd be amazed how many adults don't know how to do jumping jacks. It's silly.
He'd leave with a bloody lip.
He's the kid out with his buddies and he yells shotgun. Get in the back, Musk.
But I want to play with the electric seat. Take notes. Now.
It's like I'm in a spaceship.
And the ADL even defended him, just to be clear, on X. So this really shouldn't be a controversy, but of course legacy media has tried to, it hasn't gained traction. That's a good thing. Notice the difference in our discourse here culturally. ADL wrote on X, it seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute, but again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, maybe even the benefit of the doubt, take a breath. Then AOC said no, because she responded, just to be clear, you're defending a Hail Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity. People can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source of information now. You work for them. I think she meant the Jews. Thank you for making that crystal clear to all. So speaking of clear, she had a brief moment of clarity where she was listening to her constituents, and now she's going back to being insufferable, crazy, and unintelligent.
She's stolen that rhetoric too, by the way. Let me be clear. To be clear, like that's the Biden Kamala thing. Like that's going to set the tone for what is about to be said. Let me be clear. A real good point's about to be made.
Right.
It's like, well, I think what you should say is, let me think about this for a second.
Yeah, and she doesn't do it well. Like if she was in the room, it started with Obama. We'd be like, no, let me be clear. Yeah, let him be clear. No, don't do that. Bitch, I don't need your help. No.
You can see the air's been let out of them, though. They would have 6 months ago. They would have steered into this, but they're real soft on it. And we're just saying. 6 months ago, you'd have more than just saying.
Yeah, they do that just kind of like Jesse Ventura with, I'm just asking questions, tough guy. Buddy. Buckaroo. I'm just asking the tough questions. Yeah. I'll see you out behind the gym. Big guy, thanks for serving your country. What? So, here's another truth. Not a great Nazi, Elon Musk. because truthfully, there you go, there's your Q tool, man. Truthfully, Nazis don't typically visit Israel after October 7th in support. Now, to be fair, he did visit following outrage after he agreed with some tweets accusing Jews of pushing anti-white hatred. So it was like, there's a little give and take there. The tweet was Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. And Elon replied, "You have said the actual truth." And then he jumped down on a mushroom. But again, it's just, he's not a good Nazi. If he's a Nazi, he's bad at it. And if nothing else, Elon is pretty good at the things, when he puts his mind to it. Athleticism notwithstanding. And this is not, like you said, the wind's been really taken out of them at this point.
Yeah.
Everything for the first 4 years of Donald Trump, which is also why I'm a little leery of Mark Zuckerberg, because he said, the administration really leaned on us and applied pressure for us to censor content. Well, no, you were doing it before Biden, and you were doing it under the Trump administration. That's when our page was throttled and removed on Facebook, and we went through the legal issues that we did. And then you gave tens of millions to the Biden campaign. So this is where we are at this point. They were doing it in the first term, and now it kind of falls on deaf ears. Here are some of the manufactured outrages, if you forgot.
The president couldn't find the words to clearly condemn the hatred.
You also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
This is the line that has brought Donald Trump so much attention and trouble.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best.
The race for the White House and former President Trump's campaign now on the defensive after his fiery rhetoric at a rally in Dayton, Ohio on Saturday night. Trump warning while discussing the economy that there would be a, quote, bloodbath if he is not reelected in November.
And he refused to denounce supporters who threatened violence, famously refusing to rebuke the hate group known as the Proud Boys.
What do you want to call them? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
white like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by.
For the first time, a federal judge has cited the House January the 6th Committee's final report since it was made public last week, indicating that then-President Donald Trump's remarks on January the 6th of 2021, telling a crowd to, quote, fight like hell before the Capitol attack, may suggest Trump was asking them to break the law.
So it's nothing new. They're going to try and apply it to Elon. They've tried to apply it to Chris over here at Rumble. Of course, yours truly. Remember, this was white supremacy for a period of about 2 weeks. I just don't think it's going to work. It's not good. No one cares about legacy media anymore. And you still have a lot of people today in big tech who are kind of having to kiss the ring. And I know they're doing it out of their own self-preservation. But times are changing.
That idea of putting him on the defensive, they kept saying, I don't think he'll be in the defensive anymore. I don't think he'll defend. He won't. Don't be silly. Just move on.
Yeah.
Doesn't care.
Yeah.
He knows he's there with a mandate.
That's where I am.
I'm getting tired of the Nazi stuff.
Yeah. Don't even defend it.
Everything
silly.
that a Nazi did, you can't do anymore. You
right.
know, it's like, you guys might not know this, but Nazi men used to wear sundresses.
Yeah.
Now you wear a sundress as a man, everyone's like, oh, what a faggot.
I know.
Like, dude, it's comfortable. I feel good.
I know.
The air's flowing between my legs.
It's not fair. It's not right. I mean, so did Bob Hope. He's an American.
I'm not a Nazi. I'm just excited.
I am starting to think, though, that Zuckerberg might school Elon in a jiu-jitsu match after that jump. There may be zero athleticism.
If they fought, Zuckerberg would have beaten. I know Elon's bigger, but
despite the size difference, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be, unless Elon entered in with circa early aughts BattleBot.
Oh yeah, that's his fight move.
He just get in and he have like a secret pocket full of like release the bees, and Zuckerberg would be like, no way. I don't know. That's how he sounds in my head.
He's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. No way.
Keanu Bees.
I have the bees. You have the bees. Hey, if you're still watching this video, comment below. Sorry, I'm parched. I can't drink from that. But you can click the video and watch it. But what is it a hat?